getting ahead is getting started. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Ananya. If you're new here, please subscribe. This has to be the highly requested video in the recent times. Literally everyone from the 2023 batch asked me to make a video on starting a new academic year, and here I am. I know you're probably feeling a little overwhelmed because school year just started and it's been a crazy ride already. But that's okay, it's normal to feel that way. I felt the same when I started college just a few months back. You've got a million things on your plate, but now it's time to swing things back on track. So here's the thing. Starting your academic year strong is not only possible, but the most essential thing you have to do. And that's why I'm here to share some tips on how to start your academic year on the right foot while staying organized and productive throughout the year. So without further ado, let's get started. So firstly, it's important to find your learning style. The new year has just started and obviously there's a lot of time until your final exams. So learning styles are usually divided into three categories, that is visual, auditory and kinesthetic. Now let me explain what this means in simple words. So visual learners are basically those people who learn better when they actually see what they are trying to learn. So that can include watching YouTube videos for explanations, using a lot of graphs and charts for information, or even learning using presentations that have a lot of graphics and pictures involved. Now an auditory learner is someone who likes to learn things while listening to it. Now this could be listening to audiobooks, podcasts, reading out loud, or even listening to YouTube videos, which is a mix of both auditory and visual, or even recording yourself while speaking and then listening to it again. And lastly, a kinesthetic learner is someone who likes to touch the actual material while studying. For example, hands-on simulations, more engaging form of learning. Now of course you can be a mixture of all these three types, but right now is the time to figure out whether reading out loud helps you more or listening to YouTube video helps you more. Now the next thing is to make a schedule and actually stick to it. Basically you can divide your entire syllabus throughout the year according to what is tested on your exams, like midterm exams, final exams, etc. For example, by the month of July you will complete the first 5 chapters of maths or so on. But apart from that, you can also go into the nitty-gritties of your study schedule, that is deciding the blocks of time that you will spend studying each and every day. Of course, when you make a schedule for studying, you have to incorporate breaks wherein you can go for exercise or even meet your friends, hang out with them, go out, etc. While making a schedule, ensure that you're incorporating each and every task that you have to get done during a day so that you don't have to completely cut them out of your day. For example, running small errands or doing house chores, whatever it is. If you keep a calendar of your time, you'll be able to plan ahead of most tasks and events without having them to interrupt your entire study schedule. Now talking about kickstarting your new academic year, to help you guys prepare better throughout the year, I want to let you know about Oswal Gurukul's most likely CBSE question bank for class 12 exam 2023, chapter wise and category wise new paper pattern which includes MCQs, case-based assertion and reason questions as well as previous year's board questions. You can learn, practice, improve and make progress using this book right here. This book right here is for economics, but it is also available in all other subjects. For science, commerce, humanities. In fact, a similar kind of book is also available for class 9 and class 10 students. This book contains questions chapter wise and category wise according to the syllabus released by CBSE. It has knowledge based and skill based questions from macroeconomics and Indian economic development to prepare the subject in depth. This book will help you to self-study and practice at home. It includes all the different typology of questions. It also has complete explanations for all the MCQs, so you don't have to worry about not understanding certain questions. And the best part is they also have chapter summary for easy and quick revision. This book also has a few tips and tricks to help you prepare better for the exam. So all in all, I think this book is going to be perfect to kickstart your academic year and also be ahead of your peers. So I'll leave the link in the description. Make sure you get your hands on this book. Apart from that, you can also subscribe to Oswal's Telegram channel for free mock tests, study material and more. The link for that is in the description as well. Now the next very important tip is to manage your time. Managing your time and using it wisely is definitely a skill that you will need in the long run plan, especially if you're a school student. University life is very different and time management has a key role to play there. So make sure that you're building such important skills right from the beginning. Don't try to tackle everything at once. Understand what all things you will do in the entire year. Are there any extracurriculars you plan to take up? Any entrance exams you need to prepare for in the future? Of course, your regular school exams as well as studying in general. And then the rest, like socializing, going out, etc. Make sure that you are blocking out time for each of these tasks effectively during the entire year so that you don't stress out at the last minute and you're using your time well. And make sure that you have some time for self-care as well, because you don't want to be burnt out too soon in the year. And of course, it's important to remember that just because you have to study doesn't mean you have to spend your entire day, entire year just studying. If you make effective use of your time, you can easily manage anything and everything, be it your social life, extracurriculars, studying, exams, and whatever else that's involved in your life. If you can master your time management, you will be sorted. Now, the next step is to identify the subjects you struggle in. It's just the beginning of the year, and I'm sure you've realized what subjects you find boring, tough, and which ones you find easier. For example, a lot of people already know that they're not good at maths. You don't really have to worry about that, but it's important to know your strengths and weaknesses, right? So that you can work on them accordingly throughout the year. Now, as I said, if maths is your weaker subject, you have to give more focus to it. Maybe you have to study it every single day, practice a few questions every day, and then you will be sorted. That's how you work on your weaknesses. At the same time, if you know, for example, business studies is your strength, you can study that subject just once or twice a week and you will be sorted. And once you know your strengths and weaknesses, you can start looking for resources or sources of help by asking your teachers, friends, looking for YouTube videos, online resources, and whatnot. There's literally so much information available on the internet, and then you can easily improve and work on those areas throughout the year. Now, the next step is to not be afraid of asking for help. You might think that asking your friends or teachers for help is a sign of weakness, but trust me, it is not. It's just understanding the concepts better and clearing your doubts. It's really not a big deal. It shows that you actually care about your education and what you're studying, and you have the will and zeal to learn. And even if reaching out to your school teacher or university teacher is not your first option, at the end, if nothing falls in place, you know where to go. They obviously have more academic knowledge than you and will be willing to help you because that's what they are here to do, right? Now, another tip I would like to mention is that always attend your classes. I mean, when you're in school, you really don't have the option of skipping them, but in college you do. Either way, it's always a good idea to attend classes because you're learning something new and you literally have the entire day to do anything else you want to do apart from studying. So when you have fixed periods of time meant for studying, you should go ahead and follow them. And last but not the least is to stay healthy. And when I say that, there are a lot of things involved. That is staying healthy mentally, physically, eating right, as well as sleeping properly. Just like eating healthy whole foods, it's important to sleep well as well. 6 to 8 hours of sleep is ideally what is recommended. And I know a lot of us have the habit of sleeping very late, but why are you doing that to yourself when you can literally enjoy a peaceful sleep? You should do that. Make sure that you eat well and have a balanced diet. And of course, it's summer, so staying hydrated is also very important. And with that, we come to the end of all the tips I had for you guys. But again, don't forget, life is all about having fun and not just studying all the time. Take some time off every now and then for self-care, for doing things you actually love and enjoy doing. But of course, keep working towards your goals. I know all of you are great at whatever you are doing and will make it through this academic year with flying colors. So yeah, if you've made it till here, comment these emojis, and thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys found it helpful and enjoyed it. If you did, then don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends, follow me on Instagram, and until next time, bye.